Welcome to Season 2 of the Shekina Meditation Podcast, created by community members and friends of Shekina Garden in Pai, Thailand. Shekina communities are dedicated to creating free devotional spaces of Christian practice for spiritual seekers and travelers around the world. We post Christ-centered guided meditation each week to help you in your personal or small group practice. You can find episode show notes and other information at shekinacommunity.com. Hi there, this is Ray. It is Season 3, Episode 8 of the podcast, and I am recording this in Pai. We've had a whole bunch of rainstorms, and so our valley is back to its incredible beauty. We might have a bit more burning this year as they've delayed it, but hopefully we'll have enough rain to just take that smoke all the way away. And yeah, Ro will be back soon. Ro and Neil will be back soon. So we are looking forward to seeing them and giving them big, big hugs. As always, our patrons, you guys, you are the best. You are supporting this podcast. We are raising money to keep our community running, and your patronage is part of the way that we do that. You can find us at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast, and you can support us there. We have a little community in Pai, Thailand here where we hold meditation and different kinds of Christ-centered rhythms for travelers and for spiritual seekers and for anyone who would like to come along. And part of the way that we fund it is through your patronage. So thank you so much. Thanks for being part of this lovely group of supporters. Another way that you can support us is by rating or reviewing us on iTunes or sharing the podcast in some other way on Instagram or Facebook. You can take a screenshot and then just share it with our tag, which is at Shekina Garden. Or you can like or subscribe to us on YouTube. You can share with your friends and families. There's so many ways that you can share the podcast. And when we hear you doing this or see you doing this, when we know that you support it, we have this little feeling that you appreciate, that we put it into the world, and it's like a little glow in our hearts. So thanks so much. Today's episode is another one from the Shambhala in Your Heart Music Festival. You might hear some extra noise in the background. Because of that, you'll definitely hear the river in the background. It's an imagination meditation from Luke 8, verses 22 to 25 with Miri, and it's about Jesus calming the storm. So first of all, Miri will offer some exercises to help you find quiet readiness for meditation. Second, she will guide you through the verses with plenty of space for your imaginations to build the scene, to play with the words and ideas. She'll probably offer many prompts that are all about, using your imagination, visualizing, what do you hear, what do you see, what do you smell, those kinds of things, and just so that you can really put yourself in the scene. And then third, we recommend that you spend some time processing your meditation. So if you're in a group, you might like to do this by passing a talking stick around a circle. If you are on your own, you might like to jot some thoughts in a journal or make a drawing or do a voice recording. Just something that will help you make it more tangible and bring it into the rest of your day and your week and your life. Let's begin.
Welcome to just first of all arrive, and it's lovely with the music in the background at the moment. Find a comfortable place. Find a posture where you can sit or lie in a way that you feel receptive or feel comfortable. Take this time to be aware of your breath. Your breath in the natural way as it flows in and out. Just let your own breath, really the rhythm of your own breath, just kind of follow that. Just see how it naturally is when you breathe in, how long it takes until you just naturally breathe out and in again in that rhythm. And if you want, you can close your eyes and arrive. And as we breathe in and out, be aware of how the breath enters into your body and how it leaves your body again. We are here together to be present in the presence of the Divine, a God of love, a God of power, a God coming close. The Divine who longs to meet. So this is a time also to meet the Divine. And as you breathe in and out, breath is a gift of life of the Creator. Every breath, a gift. Every breath, life. There is sounds around us. Take a moment to just listen. And during this imagination meditation, I invite us to maybe even let the sounds which are there support the situation. But for now, just take a moment to widen your ears and to maybe even feel what does the sound kind of do in my body. Is it relaxing? Is it more stirring something up? And beside listening, the ability to hear, there's the sense of feeling. Where does the breeze touch? How does it feel where you're sitting on the ground you're lying on? the warmth crawling into. And as the body relaxes into the breathing also, into the sounds maybe, into the ground, there might be thoughts arising in the stillness, emotions, questions, talks you have already had, people you have met, interactions. I invite us to take a moment to acknowledge whatever is just there right now. And I invite us to, whatever is there right now, in body, soul, or mind, to kind of take it one by one, like into your hands. Gently hold it for a moment. And then make the decision to say, now I'll place it down into a beautiful bowl. And I'll leave it there for now. Maybe even you can cover up that bowl and put it beside you and say, I will receive back what I need to move on and to grow. But I can leave it for now there, to be just here in the presence. Take some time to acknowledge, hold, lay down, and let it there for a moment. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Breathing in and out. Is there a change from before to now in your rhythm of breathing? If you wish, open your hands and on just as your hands are lying on your knees, in your palms. Hands as a sign of open to receive. Receiving from the giver of life, from the lover, from the divine. And if you want, you can speak a request or a personal prayer, or even just say, I'm here, I'm ready to also open my soul, like opening a window and allowing the fresh breeze of the Spirit of God to flow into and to move. Or use your own words. We are beings with sensation, with creativity, with imagination. Such a variety of giftings to take truth in and to sit with truth. Use all your senses. Let your imagination fly. Feel words, see them, envision the situation. Maybe one is more the visual person and will see a full, like a story, like a film. Maybe another one is just more sensing what's going on in the story, not able to, or just more the ability to sense what's going on in the situation. That's completely fine. We will enter into a situation that happened, a situation with Jesus living on earth, walking this earth, Christ, God incarnate. And in your imagination, get up from this place and walk towards the river. And as you walk towards your river in your imagination, feel the ground underneath your feet. Listen to the sounds around. How are you feeling today as you walk? What's the pace of your walk? And then keep on walking along the river, away from this place. Just keep on walking. What do you see around you as you keep on walking? And in the distance, there is a lake. You walk along that river towards the lake. A lake, there's mountains around it. A lake with boats. What do you see? Let this landscape become vivid as you walk towards that lake. With the boats, mountains, as you come closer, you see people gathered together. And in the center, there is this man, Jesus. What do you see? How many people are there? Listen to the conversations as you come closer. Jesus is in the center. Take a moment to look into the eyes of Christ. What do you see? How do you look at Christ? Is there any questions arising? Something you always wanted to ask? Jesus and his disciples, his followers, got into a boat. Again, let this become vivid. Feel. What do you see? How many people are there? How is Jesus entering the boat? Where are you in this? Are you an observer? Are you in it? Jesus and his disciples got into a boat. And Jesus told them, let's cross over to the other side of the lake. Let's cross over to the other side of the lake. So they got into the boat and started out. How is the atmosphere of the scene? And again, where are you? What is going on around? As they were starting off, Jesus fell asleep. Look at Jesus as he is sleeping. What do you see? Where are you?
That's why this is for, I've done 3 months on this bag. It's not so hard.
Suddenly, a violent storm swept over the lake, and they were taking water and were in great danger. Suddenly, a great storm, a violent storm, swept over the lake, and they were taking water. They were in great danger. Where are you in the storm? What is happening in the boat? What are the others doing? What do you do? A violent storm swept over the lake. The boat was filling with water. They were in a great danger. The disciples went to Jesus, woke him up, and kept telling him, "Master, Master, we are going to die." The disciples woke Jesus up, shouting, "Master, Master, we are going to die." "Master, Master, we are going to die." Then Jesus stood up. Jesus got up and rebuked the wind and the raging waves. Jesus rebuked the wind and the raging waves. Suddenly, the storm stopped and all was calm. Jesus stood up, commanded the wind and the waves to be still, and everything was calm. The storm stopped. Then Jesus asked the disciples, "Where is your faith? Where is your faith?" Then Jesus asked the disciples, "Where is your faith?" Frightened and amazed, the disciples asked one another, "Who is this man? He commands even the winds and the water, and they obey him." Who is this man? He commands even the winds and the water, and they obey him.
This same thing, there is communication between the land, everything, but what is wrong with the Yeah, that's the thing.
I will read the situation again. Stay in your imagination, in the emotions, questions. See who you are, where are you? And it might even change as I read it another time, or even during the situation. With what do you connect? in your own, with your own story. With whom do you identify? Jesus and his disciples got into a boat. He told them, let's cross to the other side of the lake. So they got into the boat and started out. As they were sailing, Jesus fell asleep. A violent storm swept over the lake. The boat was filling with water. They were in great danger. The disciples went to Jesus, woke him up, and kept telling him, Master, Master, we are going to die. Jesus got up and rebuked the wind and the raging waves. Suddenly the storm stopped and all was calm. Then he asked, where is your faith? Frightened and amazed, they asked one another, who is this man? He commands even the winds and the water, and they obey him. And if you were in the boat, then then sail with the others on the calm lake back to the shore. And start walking back from the lake along the river, back to this place where we started. And as you walk, just see what happened during this time. And once you have arrived back, open your eyes as a sign, and we will enter into the third part of this meditation. Take your time to come back with the boat, or if you've been an observer, walk back along the riverside.
Thank you for joining today. There will be a new guided meditation available each week, so don't forget to subscribe to iTunes or sign up for our newsletter to get podcasts delivered to your inbox. at www.shekinacommunity.com/podcast newsletter. Also, you can rate or review on iTunes or sign up as a patron at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast. Have a beautiful week. Many blessings to you.